It'll be a lot worse. Brian, I want you to sit down right here. If you have any dizziness, tell me.
No.
How are the eyes? Double vision?
No.
Good.
No, I'm all right. I'm all right. Did you cancel that ambulance?
As soon as I knew we could treat you here, yep.
Do you have any idea who could have done it? Any?
Not the slightest.
How many of them were there?
Look, I have no idea. All I remember was I had my back turned. Next thing I know, I took it right on the side of the head.
Oh.
I still say we should call cops.
No cops.
Wait a minute. That's a good idea. Maybe they could help.
Do what? I can't even identify the guys that hit me. Look, the sports center has had enough bad publicity as it is. There's no sense in adding more.
Well, when you feel like making it to the hospital, Blackie, I can take you there.
Yeah. It's a good idea. I'll go along. I'll be able to expedite the results on the x-rays.
I gotta get back to the sports center.
Those guys aren't going to be hanging around, you know.
Yeah, they split even before me and Tommy got back.
Good.
I still gotta get back there.
Not until I read those x-rays.
No, Rick. Now, look, I left the place. It was wide open. Somebody's got to be back there to lock it up.
Especially with all the stuff for the party there.
Okay.
Look, that is on the way to the hospital. You'll drop me off for 2 minutes. I'll take care of the whole thing, all right?
Sounds like a good deal.
Good. Somebody help him out to the car.
Yeah,
I'll be right there.
Just lean on me here. We're good.
I'm going to ride with you, honey.
All right.
Are you all right?
Yeah. Just give me a hand.
You have a headache or what?
It just hurts bad, that's all. Just Robin, just relax.
Easy. One step at a
Will you
time.
be able to handle things alone here?
Mm-hmm. Poor guy, you know, he's much more upset about the party than he is about getting hurt.
Forgot all about the party.
He worked so hard on it. He did, and all the kids, and now I guess since he was in charge, there probably won't be a party, huh?
Lesley, I'll get back as soon as I can, all right?
Jessie, I'd like to make a change on the schedule, but I thought I'd better check with you first.
Well, anything I can do. What's the problem?
Well, it's not really a problem. As a matter of fact, just the opposite. I didn't expect to have any plans for tomorrow night, so I'm on standby for surgery.
And?
Well, as it turns out, I do have plans. Actually, they're wonderful. So I'm going to work for Pauline Thompson tonight, and she's going to take over on my shift tomorrow. Is that all right with you?
Sure, as long as the two of you worked it out.
Oh, good.
I'm just wondering if those wonderful plans have anything to do with these flowers. They're for you.
These are for me?
And a little while ago, it's a card with your name on it.
Well, heck, Jessie, why didn't you say so? They're gorgeous.
They certainly are. All 36 of them. I counted.
Well, who on earth? Oh, how exciting.
Paul Newman or Robert Redford?
Listen to this. Looking forward to New Year's Eve, David. Isn't that sweet?
I'd be even more impressed if I knew who he was.
He's my date for tomorrow night.
Well, I can figure that out, but who is he?
Oh, Jessie, he's an absolutely divine doctor that I met in New York.
You going to spend New Year's Eve in New York?
No, he's coming here. He's going to take me to Luke's party on the Star. Jessie, wait till you see him. You will drool.
Well. Long stem roses in December. Someone's spending the bucks.
They're for Bobbie.
Jess, will you watch him for me?
Sure.
Thanks.
For you? No kidding.
Oh, what are you so surprised for? I do have some admirers, you know.
I know that. I'm not surprised. I'm pleased for you. Where are they from?
A doctor I know.
Yeah? Guy must live on Park Avenue.
No, you know, you're half right. He works at the hospital where I did in New York. That's where we met.
Well, obviously you made a lasting impression.
I think I did.
You never mentioned any doctor to me?
Well, I never mentioned a lot of things about New York. He's coming in tomorrow night. He's going to take me to Luke's party on the Star.
Well, I'm impressed. Coming all this way must be a big deal, huh?
Oh, well, I don't know about that, but David is very nice. We dated a little bit when I lived in New York.
Oh. David who?
Oh, I doubt that you know him. His last name is Arlen.
Dave Arlen?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I know Dave Arlen. We went through internship together.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I'm surprised he's working in a hospital.
Why are you so surprised? He's a very fine doctor.
I just don't know where he found the time to get accredited, that's all.
What?
What? Dave set something of a record when we were going through internship. He could work a double shift and date 3 girls at the same time.
Oh, well, I'll tell him you asked about him.
I did just tell him I admire his speed.
I think it's a shame that you won't get to see him, since you went through internship together.
I may.
What, tomorrow night? I thought you were going to stay home with your medical books.
I got talked out of it.
Oh.
Hmm.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to Luke's party. So I may see you there, huh? You and Fast Davy. They got balloons, streamers, they got records for the record player, they got everything. Yeah,
Look,
great
Blackie,
party,
it
man.
looks very nice. We got to make this quick. Brian's in the car waiting.
Yeah.
Fellas, I got to make a little announcement. Sorry. Come on, gather around. Really hate to do this, but I got to. Good. Brian's had an accident.
Oh, no.
He's all right, but he is going to be in no condition to come to any party tomorrow night.
Brian won't be here?
No, we're going to have to cancel the party. I'm sorry.
What?
But look, fellas, I know it meant a lot to you. I really do. I know you've worked. You spent a lot of time on it. So what we'll do is just we'll hold everything exactly where it is. We'll put it off. We'll have it in 2 or 3 days when he's better, okay?
No
Sorry.
party.
Kate, excuse me.
No party. What's all this for?
Jimmy, when you guys get through, locked up, drop the keys over at the clinic, okay? Thanks.
Hey, guys.
What now?
Well, I just want to explain something about Weber. He's a real cool guy and everything, but sometimes he gets a little mixed up, you know?
No what?
Well, it's part of that party tomorrow night. Who says there ain't gonna be no party tomorrow night, huh?
Nothing for me. Versailles Room, please. Yes, I'm calling for Dr. Rick Weber. I believe he made a reservation for dinner tomorrow night. That's right, dinner for 2. Unfortunately, there's been an emergency, and Dr. Weber will not be able to make it. So would you please cancel the reservation? Thank you so much.
Well, you are looking much better today, Susan.
Thank you. I'm beginning to feel like myself again.
Good. I understand you'll be going home soon. You must be looking forward to that.
Oh, yes, I am. Scott's been bringing Jason here from time to time, but I really miss being with him.
Well, of course you do. And when you go home, you'll be starting a whole new life, won't you? Now that you and Scotty are married.
Yes. Sometimes I still can't believe that's true.
Well, have you and Scotty been making plans? I mean, are you going to stay in your cottage or what, for instance?
We haven't really made any, settled any details yet. I just hope that I did the right thing.
Well, you seem pleased about it.
I am. You have no idea how much marrying Scott has done for me.
Really?
Uh-huh.
How do you feel about it, Susan?
The way a woman feels when she has a husband to look out for.
I see. Does that mean you're going to let Scotty make all the family decisions?
No. I mean, we'll discuss things, together, pro and con, and I hope that he'll be able to help me make some right decisions.
And he does care about you. I mean, you're convinced of that.
I believe he does, Gail. When I was so sick there were times where I didn't care if I lived or died. And I'd open my eyes, and almost every single time I did, Scott would be sitting right there, right where you are now. That made me want to live.
Well, of course it did.
I mean, just knowing he was there gave me strength. That's a good feeling,
Mm-hmm.
Made me feel I could really depend on him.
And now that you're recovering, Do you still feel you can depend on Scotty?
He hasn't given me any reason not to think that. Gail, I'm fully aware of Scott's reputation. I'm not deceiving myself about him. He's certainly not a knight in shining armor.
Susan, I want you to understand that I didn't want to have this talk with you just to put Scotty down. I would never do that.
I know. But you would have every right to. You're married to his father, and I know how much trouble he's caused his father.
Yes, that's very true, but I don't believe in holding anybody's past against him. And if Scotty's starting a new life with you, then I will accept that. And I wish you both great success in your marriage.
Thank you. That's so good to hear. So many people just really don't understand that Scott makes me feel protected.
And that's very important.
Yes, it is. It's what I need. And it's what Jason needs, too. And that's a wonderful feeling. It just feels good that somebody's looking out for both of us.
Well, of course it is.
Then you can understand why I wanted to marry him.
Susan, I can appreciate everything you've said, but I am curious about something that you haven't said.
What?
That you love Scotty.
I love the way I feel.
Secure, you mean?
Yes. I feel secure and I love it. And I love being alive right now. And knowing that with Scott, I'm not alone. Jason and I are no longer alone. And Gail, I love that feeling very much.
Hi, how's Brian?
Hey, oh, he's much better than I thought. Just the concussion, nothing else showed up.
Yeah? Did you admit him?
No, he's going to go home and rest, and Claudia's going to be there to make sure that he does.
Who would do something like that? Who would want to hurt him?
I don't think they really want to hurt Brian. I think they want to hurt the sports center. Somebody out there just does not want it to succeed.
The infamous Mr. Hand, do you suppose?
That's very possible. We may never know.
Yes, well, one thing is for certain. With his pretense of being such a respected member of the community, at least we know he didn't walk in there and attack Brian himself.
Well, Mr. Hand would never do something like that. No, he would hire someone to do his dirty work for him.
Yep.
If it was even Anthony Hand. No, I think the only thing we can really do is just take more precautions in the future.
Sweetheart,
Yeah.
as long as we're talking about the sports center, I want to discuss something that I've done with you.
What?
Well, I think it's something that you'll like, but I do feel that I have to explain.
Well, if it's something you've done, I'm sure I'll like it.
Oh, Lord, I hope so. See, the thing is, I know how you feel about the sports center. I know how much you still care.
Yes, I do care, but I am now trying to keep things in perspective. What'd you do?
Well, I called the Versailles Room and I canceled our reservation for tomorrow night.
What?
Well, see, that way you can take Brian's place at the center. The kids will have their party. Nobody will be disappointed.
You canceled the reservation.
It doesn't make you happy.
Leslie, I think I canceled the party. I did.
What?
Yeah, well, I didn't know what else to do, and I told him to maybe make it in 3 or 4 days because Brian was sick, and I was worried about Brian, and I didn't want anything to stand in between you and I having a nice evening together for a change.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Yeah.
This is like gift of the Magi. I canceled the reservation so that you can go to the party, and you don't want me to miss out on having dinner, so there's no party.
Who says there ain't gonna be no party?
Huh?
Where did you come from?
Outside, and what you said, you're all wrong.
Wrong? I think I'm getting confused again here. About what?
About tomorrow night, I'm taking over.
You are taking over what?
The big bash of the sports center. I'm taking over the party. Don't worry about a thing. I got everything under control.
The gift to the man.
No, I'm way past that now.
Well, you suppose if we call the Versailles Room, we could get a reservation back?
Watch me. We'll get a table for 2 if I have to carry one in there myself.
All right. You see?
Huh? What?
This is gonna be a happy New Year's after all.